In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, dear grade 8 students, welcome back to your Mansoor educational channel. Today we have something that you like and prefer the most, and you find it much more amusing and easy. We have a new Halo, and we are going to have a quick revision on Unit 13 under the title of An Interesting Trip. Okay, look at this. What can you see? Of course, it's desert. And what else? This is desert trip. A trip. What's trip? Short journey, okay, in the desert. Desert trip. A visit to the desert that involves a journey for a pleasure. So this is a trip for a pleasure, okay, and enjoyment, or a particular purpose. Okay, in the desert, what can you see? Huh? What can you see in the desert? This is buffalo. Yes, buffalo is found in some in the desert. You can find it in the desert, and this is wild buffalo. Okay, you can find it in the desert or in the wild. An African animal similar to a large cow with long curved horns. Wild buffalo. Huh? Okay, what is this girl favorite hobby? Huh? What is her favorite hobby? Yes, huh? Or what is her job? Yes, she is a guide. What is guide? Someone whose job is to take tourists to a place and show them around. Okay, to guide the tourists. Ah, in the desert we can find many things, and this is one of them. What can you see in the picture in front of you? Yes, sand dunes. Sand dunes. What are sand dunes? Hills made of sand near the sea or in the desert. Sand dunes. Huh, what can you see? Try to figure out. Yes, scenery. Scenery, the natural features, and in fact, it's much more beautiful and much more wonderful. Okay, so the natural features of a particular part of a country that you can see, such as mountains, forests, deserts, scenery. A physician or a doctor whose job is to treat sick animals. Huh, this is called vet, vet, vet. Yes, a large hole at the bottom of a mountain or a cliff is called cave. Yes, cave, 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 cave. What is this called? Try to figure out. Yes, path. American English, bath. British English, bath. Okay, path, path. A track that has been made deliberately or made by many people walking over the same ground. What can you see? Paths, paths. Small animals like a mouse with wings that fly around at night. Paths. And in fact, they are found in deserts and in the wild. What can you see in the picture? Goldfish. Yes, goldfish. Small shiny orange fish often kept at the pit. Goldfish. What is this called? A shelter that protects us from wind or rain or hot weather. Tent. Tent. Shelter of fabric. Okay, choose the correct answer from A, B, C, or D. Number two, some of the in the desert are 150 meters high. Some of the tunes, yes, sand tunes. We spend the train journey along the Nile, looking at the through the window. Beautiful sight, we call it. Try to think, beautiful sight. Scenery, yes, scenery. The farmer's horse was ill, so he took it to see a which a person who treats and cures sick animals. Vet, yes. Are some of the largest animals on the farm the largest animals? Of course they are, but keep or be attentive that these animals are kept on the farm. Of course, they can't be elephants, they can't be whales, they may be buffalo or goats, buffalo or goats. Okay, match the words and their meaning. Okay, and they are already answered. Okay, number two, mud, soil that is soft and wet. Path, something that people use to walk through a desert or forest. Straw, what's straw? Dry parts of a plant used for animals to sleep on or even to eat. What is tent? Something that you sleep in when you go camping. Reported speech. In fact, this is one of the most amusing grammar lesson in the English language. Reported speech. We use the reported speech to inform someone about something someone else said before. Okay, report speech. Okay, reports like I like Peter. He said that she or he liked Peter. Okay, definition: indirect speech or reported speech is a means of expressing the content of statements, questions, or other utterance without quoting them explicitly, as is done in direct speech. For example, I like football. When someone hears what I say, he will take my statement and he will go to another one to tell him. But the time will change. If I say this today, he will go the next day and he will tell him in the past form. So he will say, he said that he liked sports, for example. So report speech is a statement that is taken or heard from someone and someone else took it to inform another one. Okay, there are some procedures in order and there are some steps in order to transfer or change a sentence from direct speech into indirect speech. What are these? Number one, the reporting verb. The reporting verb we have say, said, say to, says. All these verbs must be changed. Okay, for example, says to, tells. Said, said. If there is no one to talk to, so said to, told. Says to, tells. What about says? Only says there is no one to talk to. So says. Okay? So change the reporting verb, link with that, change the pronouns. After that, back shifting, changing the tenses according to the time of the statement. Okay? And after that, some place and time adverbial expressions. For example, the present simple. This is back shifting. Present simple will be changed into the past simple. What about the present continuous? Past continuous. What about the past simple? Will be past perfect. Present perfect. Past perfect. I'm exhausted. He said that he was exhausted. I'm studying English. He said that he was studying English. I love the concert. So he told me that he had left. Past simple, past perfect. Present perfect, past perfect. Present simple, past simple. Okay? Present continuous, past continuous. Future simple will, would, must. Must, pay attention. That must and have to, has to, all of them are changed into had to. For example, he said I must go. So he said that he had to go. He said that he said I have to go. So he said that he had to go. Okay? Can, could, may, might. Should will be the same. Some adverbial expressions of time and place now will be changed into then. He said, I am coming now. So he said that he was coming now, then. Okay? Today, that day, because the time already changed. Here, there, this, that. The children are playing outside now. So the children were playing outside then. I have got a piano lesson today. So he said that he had got a piano lesson that day. Put the box here. So he told us to put the box there. I shall be very busy. Shall, should, he should be or he would be very busy. He would be. Shall and will are transferred into would. Tomorrow, the following day or the next day, next week, the following week, yesterday, the previous day or the day before, last week, previous week, ago, previously or before, tonight, that night. I leave for New York tomorrow. He said that he would leave for New York the next day. She said that she had an appointment the following week. They said their English teacher had puzzled them the day before. Okay, look at these examples and how they were transferred and changed into from direct into indirect. Look at the adverbial expressions of time and place. Tomorrow, the next day. Next week, the following week. Yesterday, the day before or the previous day. Last week, the week before or the previous week. Ago, before. Tonight, that night. Now, then. We use report to speech to report what someone said. Okay? Pay attention that the time changed and the pronouns changed. Okay? I want to play. He said that he wanted to play. Present simple, past simple. Try to think about this question. Yes. Hannah said that she was going. I'm going. She was going. Look, the pronouns changed. Not only the tenses, but only the pronouns. We linked with that. Then we changed the pronouns. Then we made back shifting. Okay. Here is coming. Was coming with us. Okay. Could, can,